describe kind of what you were going through physically tonight?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be interesting. How you can't really simulate that, and the practice or workouts and stuff. So it wasn't fun, but got through it and was able to keep warm and deal with the pain and just play. So it'll be something to manage in the near future, but it'll continue to heal as I get some more time.
Have they told you, or is there like a timeline you expect for it to not be bothering you on falls? Or?
Nah, because it's such an unorthodox type of fall, landing on that stair like I did, that probably not anytime soon, but I should be good to keep playing.
Steph, what changes for you the most because of the injury?
Just dealing with pain, that's it. Try to turn it off and just focus on the game. The charge I took was it was a good play, and I tried to brace myself. That's the one that you don't want to second guess moves or decisions that on either end of the floor, because you're trying to avoid pain. You kind of just have to deal with it. So that was my mindset coming back.
Steph, we saw you pretty heavily padded up coming out of halftime, warming up and whatnot. Can you take us through some of the treatments that you get during the game for this tailbone injury?
Those are just hot packs, just to try to stay warm. And you see a lot of guys' knees, quads, my tailbone, backs. Everybody's got different kind of, injuries or little nicks that they're dealing with. But you just try to stay warm, get some soft tissue treatment on it at halftime just to relieve some of the tension. And really, if you're going to play, you got to just play and then deal with it afterwards.
Steph, Kylan with Cron 4, how good did it feel just to get back on track with a win tonight? And did you feel like there was a different energy amongst the guys in the last couple of games where you've mentioned people kind of seem to get deflated a little bit?
It was great. I hate missing games, and I know that, the last 4 haven't really gone, our way in terms of execution and energy. And again, we just wanted to get back to the basketball we're capable of playing. Chicago was a good test. I don't know where they are in the standings, and they obviously brought over Vucevic, but they're a talented, tough team that plays really hard. So defensively, we had to, weather the storm in the first half because they were making shots and putting some pressure on us, but we were engaged, and you can see even Draymond, call it Logo Green now. He might have a new nickname, but the way he was pushing the ball, the way he was impacting on the defensive end like he always does, knocking down threes. Kelly was unreal in terms of crashing the glass, those hustle plays that really helped us. Wiggs made some big shots, Bays off the bench. Everybody really contributed, and even Wise, he played a very purposeful, intentional, physical game that he showed his presence. So it was awesome to see everybody, go out and do what they're supposed to do, play with high energy, and then
back here as the Warriors hold serve tonight against the Bulls. They're a half game behind Memphis, game and a half behind San Antonio as they've been free falling. I'm not talking about Tom Petty in the Western Conference standings here. The Warriors trying to get up to Portland there, 5.5 behind Portland. If they want to catch the Blazers, they have to go on a run right away here, Mully. But tonight we saw the sense of urgency. The Bulls were giving it to them in the first half, scoring 60 points in that first half and shooting over 50%. The sense of urgency there in the third quarter was something we wanted to see tonight, and we saw it.
Well, the consistency of discipline defensively was the key to tonight, I thought. Offensively, we knew they were going to be better with Steph Curry back in the lineup. So offense was not a problem. But defensively, not fouling was a key in my mind. They wound up, the Bulls shot 52%, but just 6 of 24 from the three-point line. So that's contesting without fouling. and they were even on the boards, which was a concern coming in. So the Warriors outscored them 16-6 from the three-point line. And a big part of that was the discipline defensively, to play good defense, contest without fouling.
Yeah, and those were two of the keys, before the game. It was the defensive end, holding their hat on the defensive end and stopping the bleeding. So they looked like they were locked in. They looked like they were all on the same page. So you love to see them play like that. And they understand the position they're in, to be a playoff team. And they got to stop that bleeding, and they got to turn some of these losses into wins. And
then pregame, we talked, the Bulls came in last in the league with turnovers. So the Warriors forced 19 turnovers, and those turnovers get them out in the open floor where the good shots are. You get some rim runs and get everyone feeling good about themselves.
Bulls shot 60% in that first half. 60%, 60 points, and this is coming after the Atlanta game, the Sacramento game, or the Warriors in Philadelphia as well, where they're just giving up buckets and buckets. What changed in that second half? What do you see from the Warriors defensively in that second half against this Bulls team?
I thought they defended the three-ball line pretty well. 6 for 24. They took the three out the game. So you'll live with twos in today's game, especially if you're making 16 threes on the other end. So defending the three-point line was super important, and then making it hard on Zach LaVine. They made it hard on him. Like Mully mentioned, they contested shots. It was late contests, and they didn't let him get going.
And the discipline to not overreact to teams making shots. You're not going to always get teams for 48 minutes to miss. But like I said, they shot 52% overall, but just 6 of 24 from the three-point line, and the Warriors made 16 threes, and they kept them off the free throw line. I think they were just 8 for 11.
Yep.
So those are two big factors, and they forced 19 turnovers, right? And they were even on the boards. That's how you win the game. And Steph Curry comes back.
Oh, yeah. Steph Curry as well, right? 32 points. You think that helped, Willie? As we look at the scoreboard here, the Warriors snapped their 4-game losing streak before they head on the road to take on, I want to say Tampa Bay, but it's the Toronto Raptors who are playing in Tampa this year. They take on the Miami Heat, and then Sunday against Atlanta, who they just saw last Friday night. All 5 starters scoring in double figures tonight, led by Steph Curry with 32 points, 6 threes, 11 to 24 from the floor. Let's hear from the head coach, Steve Kerr, tonight's win over the Chicago Bulls.
Before we start, I just want to say congrats to my alma mater, to Adia Barnes.